we're going to talk about money, then I think we have to talk about salary. Have you ever negotiated a salary?
I don't think I was ever in a position. I was always afraid to walk away and say no. It's very scary for me to do that, especially for something that I want so badly.
I did negotiate a salary.
Was that stressful?
Yes, it is very stressful. I mean, I think being able to identify your self-worth and put a number on that is hard. You have to put a value on what you do, and it's a difficult call.
Did you feel that a man was getting more than you?
Definitely working in a hospital. Women doctors typically make less than the men doctors.
Most women, we're sort of born to please. We're nurturers, we try to make everybody happy, and we're not traditionally trained to assert ourselves and make demands for us.
It would be very difficult for me to negotiate on behalf of myself, whereas I think if it was someone else, I could do a much better job.
I have gone into a room with executives and said, I'm not just going to be acting in this. I'm going to be doing this part and that part, and I've developed this and I brought it to here. I really do deserve to be paid for the journey to here. And sometimes, I mean, I've not done that. And later really regretted it.
Yeah, I have to actually negotiate every day, all the time. So I think the thing with negotiating is it's like anything else. You get good at it. It's practice, practice, practice. I was a lawyer, and I found it very hard to ask. My male bosses were, you know, older than me, for a raise. And I felt that they bullied me. They knew that they had somebody who was working really hard, was probably worth more than they were paying me, but that I was afraid to ask.
It's also taking the emotion out of it too, though, and I think men are better at that than women. The fear, disappointment behind if someone says no, then it gets into all these other things, you know, well, you don't value me, am I not doing it good? So it causes other things. Exactly.
You don't love me.
Exactly.
This time on Girls Night Out, we thought it'd be fun and have an expert standing by so that when we get really stumped, we'll be able to find out how far off we are and also answer a lot of your questions. What did you think about what we talked about with our salaries?
The key with everything is really to be prepared, right? So number one is to know what other people are paying. Look on websites, talk to colleagues, maybe not at your job, at another job, and find out what is the going rate. When are you going to ask for it? And usually the best time to do it is at review time. And now I have to show them why I deserve that raise. What have I done? Position it in such a way that by giving you a raise, it will enhance the success of the organization as a whole. When you look at some of the research about why women tend to make less, men will say, even when they start out, everyone's getting $25,000, but the guy will say, make it 27.
I heard the term added value, and once I heard that, I thought, wow, this is like skiing. This has given me something to say.